just as we got the helmet on, the mist started coming down. It's not rain, it's just kind of moisture hanging in the air. It's very Scottish, as it were. And we're going to exit onto one of the one-way streets here to get out of Eureka. Back to US 101. And then we're just going to stick with the coast for a while. The steakhouse behind us where we had dinner, which was fantastic. You know, when you walk in a place and it's just full of people, full of life, full of happiness, noise. That's what it was like. There were 3 or 4 empty seats. The rest of the place was filled up. There are tables and chairs, maybe 3 or 4, but essentially everybody sits around the same bar. Staff were lovely. Food was great. Yeah, definitely a recommendation. Right, looks like 80 miles until the 101 will turn inland slightly and we'll stay on California 1. So this is as fast as I'm really comfortable with. The damp on these tires and the level of vibration through the bars. Is that all the same bike? I think it is. 2 of them the same colour as well. 2 of them don't like turn signals. It does look a bit clearer up ahead. In fact, there's a patch of sunshine on the right. I do feel I'm spending, 70% of my time looking in my mirrors. That's pretty cool though. Oh, let's try and avoid that. It is turning into a beautiful day. Not cloud in the sky. 40 miles till we hit Canada? Right, we got 40 miles till we hit California Route 1.
In case you're wondering why we're not seeing an ocean right now, it's because there is no road on the coast right here.
Now that we're in the forest, man, look at the size of that tree. The tinted visor is on the dark side. We're gonna have to keep the visor open. Whoa. Oop, what are we spraying? From the 101 to the 1. We're going to take our time and enjoy this road. Curiously, no one's followed us. Other than the fact that this is a remarkably impractical road to actually get anywhere, it's weird to me that there's no one here. Where is everyone? Oh yeah, nobody's here. Everybody stayed on the 101, nobody took the 1. And this all looks like it's been recently repaved. It's in beautiful condition. But you just have to be careful because some of these switchbacks, it's very easy to come out of your lane. Really, when it says 10 or 15, it really means 10 or 15. You know those signs that say take the bend at 30 and you know you can do it at 45, 50. 10 or 15 round here means 10 or 15. You really only see it here and Colorado. Oh, those trees are coming down soon. Yeah, I can't ride and look at that view. I really need to concentrate on this road.
Sadly, round the corner was a reminder of why you need to concentrate around here. I mean, even reaching a hospital or the vehicle recovery would both be extremely difficult.
I hope they're okay. Shit. Yeah, I wonder how far down the hill that car went. Obviously front and rear damage. Just thinking about that car. I just hope it didn't happen at night. Just had two bikes coming the other way. One was an older BMW Spotlights. The second one looked familiar. Two headlamps, one of them on, red, big front fender. Then I realised it was the same bike as this. It's the only other one I've seen on the road. The rider went to give me a wave, started waving, and then just a massive thumbs up. It was pretty cool. Nice to see someone else as dumb as me. Probably seen hundreds of GS's, 2 Honda Rallies. Good on you, mate.
To the person riding that Honda Rally, thank you for the wave. You made my day.
So in front of us is the 3 matching Harleys that passed us early this morning. And through the twisty stuff, no telling how often they've stopped, but we've managed to catch up with them. So about 15 miles of the twisty stuff through the forests, and we descend back into this more open road. So the trees are above us. We've got a different type of vegetation here. And a cool wind blowing. And I think the ocean is not far to our right, or at least some body of water. Yep. Should be back at the ocean sometime soon. A few pegs scraped here. Air's getting colder. I've got an idea what's up ahead. So the northbound lane is completely shut down while they're scraping off the extra debris from the hillside, then rebuilding that lane. I'm glad we didn't set a lot of miles for today. I kind of knew it'd be twisty, but I didn't expect so many roadworks, but it's no problem. I think I'm starting to learn that covering 600 miles of interstate on a 1200 GS is not the only way to travel. Some guardrail missing.
I was surprised to find a working gas pump at the local convenience store, the only business for miles. It did take me a couple of minutes to figure out how to use it, though.
I think it's 13 even, I think. Yeah, 13 even. Despite the look of that pump at the local store, they do have gas. Ancient pump, I had to figure out how to turn the upper lever to the right 90 degrees to get it to actually activate. And I believe that fuel is north of $7 a gallon. That sign had faded, but look, I'm happy to pay whatever it costs just to top off the tank. I think we would have been alright, but I like to give a bit of money to the local businesses too, and if you were stuck in this region and you needed gas, these people would be your only hope. It's kind of a neat little store. We're just heading through Fort Bragg, which is nice enough, but we're going to push on another 10 miles to Mendocino, which I think is a lovely little town. I believe it's the setting for Murder, She Wrote. small town right on the top of the cliffs, and we're going to get lunch there.
For any movie lovers, this area has been used in films since the early 1900s, but notably East of Eden, or more towards my tastes, Humanoids from the Deep, 1979, Dead and Buried, 1980, Cujo, Overboard, and The Majestic. Mendocino itself is a stunningly beautiful clifftop town with a population of under 1,000. It does seem like the word has got out and the place was crawling with tourists. Because there's not much accommodation available directly south of here on the coast, and because there were more roadworks, I made the choice to turn inland to the pretty town of Santa Rosa. I managed to find a charming Victorian hotel, passed by the main square where half the town seemed to be watching Star Wars. I checked out the local wildlife and some of the local vehicles, although my favorite thing I have to say was finding French food for dinner. It's fair to say we landed on our feet again. Next up, do I want to finish this trip on another motorcycle? Plus a few other interesting places.